Okay, so hi guys, this is Grace, and this reading I try to do at least every week. So for this week, this reading will be for 8th of June, valid up until the 14th of June for this whole week. So whenever you seen this reading through those dates, I don't know. I think it may still be valid if you find it like on a later on date, but hopefully I'll be able to film this every week. Last week I didn't film this because I did a purpose reading. So if you want to check that out, your talents and your purpose, I thought that's very important right now. Like if people are asking like, what can I do to help? There's this issue, there's this crisis, what can I do to help? So if you tap into your gifts and your purpose, you're gonna be able to know like what is it naturally that you natural talent and what you can do to help. So that's that. I might link the reading down below, or you could check that out from my recent videos. You can see it or on the end screen. Anyway, is it called end screen at the end of the video? Anyway, I have 3 cards here, 3 decks here. I just want to keep it simple. Just choose your deck. Deck number 1, Tarot of Transformation. Deck number 2 is the Rider Waite. Deck number 3 is the After Tarot deck. So choose your deck and we'll get to your reading. How to navigate this week, guidance for this week, or in terms of love and in terms of career, what to expect. So pick your deck and we'll get to your reading. For people who pick card number 1, you pick the Tarot of Transformation card for your reading, or you feel so drawn to it. Let's see how to navigate this week, 8th of June to 14th of June, whenever you find this video. And what to look forward to, what can you expect in terms of love and in terms of career. So, we'll start with the current energy right now. Just want to get like tap into your energy right now. 1 card. If this resonates, then this reading is for you. You'll know. This first card. Okay. Death and resurrection. Wow. Okay. This is deep energy here. This energy is about, maybe you literally have experienced some deaths, as in deaths with the people that you know are dying, the people that you know, and you're getting affected by it, whether it's from like whatever crisis. With the current issue right now, with the Black Lives Matter, it could be related to that. It could also be related to like the virus crisis. So I don't know. I don't want to mention the actual name. I don't know why I feel awkward. I mean, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I just feel like you're deeply affected by it. I mean, it's a humanity issue. How could you not be affected by it? Like, I'm not Black myself, but when I think about it, I think about if people were able, if other people were able to do it to Black people, why there will not be able to do it to other race, to other ethnicity? So they'll be able to, do the same. If the Black are not oppressed anymore, then they'll be able to like do the same cycle again over to a different race. So if that doesn't stop, so they might back off from like black people, and then they might put their like rage and anger towards and oppression towards another group of people. So I just thought it's a humanity issue and it should stop. So that's just me and my say about it. I don't know why I'm talking about it even, but that's really what I'm getting here. You probably are affected by it, and sometimes you just don't want to care. Like it's not that you don't want to care, you don't want to feel anymore. You don't want to get affected by it anymore, and I don't blame you. But there's this like fighter energy here. There's this change. Like it has to change. Change has to happen. Change must start from you. I don't want to like tell people what to do, like you should do this, you should do that, but this is just me suggesting. Like my suggestion is to like look in yourself. How have you been oppressed? How have you have oppressed other people? What are your privileges that you can? What are your privileges, and how can you use it to help others? So that this world that we live in will change for, if it's not for you, for future generations. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting. Let's see where you're currently at in your soul's journey right now. It's just heavy, like heavy energy, heavy in the heart. And I can just go on like on my platform being like, of course I upload like positive readings and all that, but I cannot just brush it off, you know, and like continue like normal, like everything's normal when it's not, right? Maybe that's what you're thinking also, like how can you continue like and pretend like business as usual, everything's normal when it's not? So that's what I'm getting, like frustration here. Yeah, there's maybe thinking like you want to keep doing the same thing that you're doing, keep your old ways, like how it used to be before, but at the same time you're thinking the system was flawed before. It wasn't really like normal with the definition of normal. So for some of you, you might be just, some of you, a few of you, I feel like most of you are like with this change, like you want to change, but some of you are feeling uncomfortable with the change, and that's understandable. Now we have here where you're currently at in your soul's journey. We have here the 5 of Cups in reverse. I'm getting regrets here. I'm getting like you have the time now to be able to reflect about your actions. And how have you contributed to this? How have you contributed to the flawed system? I'm getting it's very political, this reading here for you people who pick card number 1. And I'm not most comfortable talking about something related to like politics and like all that, but I had to say something because I have the voice and I have this platform. So I'm just getting here where you currently at in your soul's journey. Natural intimacy in reverse. You might be alienating yourself too. And I just feel like you're very, very tired and you're very worn out. You just want things to stop. And you can always like protect yourself from other people's energies. Like if it's too much for you and it's too overwhelming, you don't always have like absorb everything. You care, and I know that you care, but you can always like just switch off and have your alone time and just recharge. Okay. Because I feel like you're feeling sad because you contributed to the flawed system at the same also, and like you're thinking about the regrets in the past, like why didn't I do certain things when I had the freedom to do it. Now that the times have changed and the situation have changed, now you're not able to do it anymore. Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I take that trip? Why didn't I do this, visited this person, or like said this thing to this person when I'm able to do it? Why didn't I hug this person when I'm able to do it? Now you have to do possibly like social distancing now. That's what I'm getting. And you probably have lost people and like, why did I say this when I had a chance and now I don't have a chance to do this? How can I what can I do to like what's the term? What can I do to make up for my mistakes? So what is your current lessons right now? Finding peace in the darkness. See, it's heavy and there's like darkness here and you can't see anything. But as they say, darkness is important too, because without darkness, you cannot see the light. If there's like just too much light, you cannot see. If there's just too much darkness, you cannot see. But if there's a certain amount of balance of darkness and light, then you'll be able to see clearly through things. And right now you're in the darkness. But this is about finding your own peace, finding your own solace, finding peace with things that are still unknown to you. Like, I feel like there's a deep inner knowing here that you're being guided. There's a deep inner knowing here that you're healing. There's a deep inner knowing that everything will work out. Okay? The fear is preventing you to be able to think that, but deep down you know that everything will work out as it does anyway. And the history has some can prove that. But yeah, this is just being at peace with not knowing and just tapping into your intuition and what you know deep down. This is the lesson is for you to be able to learn how to tap into your intuition more and how to know the truth based on what you feel, based on your intuition. Because people will say, oh, this is like, people will feed you information. The media, other people, whether they have good intentions or not, will feed you other information. But it's always your decision how to digest that information. It's your decision to decide which one you feel is the truth or not. Which one do you believe in or which one do you not believe in? Okay? That's what you're in control of. Now let's start with current energies and the challenges that you have. So I feel like I've just already tapped with your current energies here with the Death and Resurrection card. Let's see one more card to do with that the current energy, what's challenging you, what you're working towards consciously, what's in your subconscious, in the past, the possibility for love, the possibility for career in this week. The bottom of the deck, we have your Server of Wands, Knight of Wands. I feel like this is just getting overwhelmed. I feel like you're finding peace in being hidden at the moment, because you're overwhelmed with like the truth. You're overwhelmed with the truth of the light of the truth. And that's fine. Don't feel ashamed if people saying like, oh, why are you not saying anything? Why are you not doing this? You have to be angry. And people say you have to do something, you have to be angry. You can always, like, I feel like some people might judge you from the way you are acting. Like if it may seem for them like you have apathy, or that if you seem like you don't care, or like just because they don't see how you're supporting this, how you're supporting this, like for example the BLM, so whatever that may be. Maybe in your own country you have your own like human rights issue, but I'm just using that BLM as an example. So we have here Four of Cups, untying the mask. See? Through untying the mask, you finally see clearly. You finally see the truth. And at the same time, it's about also transitioning. To me, the Four of Cups is transitioning from the old world to the new world for you, and because of that, the old you doesn't work anymore. It doesn't suit anymore. The old you doesn't suit the new world. So you got to change. You got to transform to be able to travel towards the new world. Transition is the better term. And what's challenging you is judgment. Maybe, as I said, the judgment that you might be getting from other people. And it's hard for you to maybe it's hard for you to show compassion. Sometimes it's hard to show compassion, especially if, for example, you're showing you're seeing the side of the oppressor. Like, it's hard to show compassion. It's hard to give understanding to those people. This is like compassion that is like unbiased, compassion for everyone. Not only for the people and the things and that you support. This is like for everyone. So it's hard to show compassion to everyone, every single one. But that's a challenge. The challenge is also to just be free flowing, like the willow tree here, swaying where the wind blows them, like swaying. Yeah, you know what I mean. Consciously, what you're consciously working on. We have here the Ace of Swords. You want to use your voice. You want to use your voice for the truth. You want to be more authentic and live with more integrity. Maybe for some of you, you're like saying something, you're expressing something. For some of you, you're just trying your best to be the best, to be a better version of yourself. And that's okay. It's equally okay whether you're out here voicing something or not. What's within your subconscious is the Great View, the Ten of Discs in reverse. Your abundance is what you're not seeing. your deep desires is related to your own abundance. And it's okay. It's okay to aspire to become wealthy. It's okay to aspire to become more comfortable. And it's okay. Like, I'm getting there's some beliefs in some of you that if you become like too wealthy, you're gonna be one of those oppressors. You're gonna be one of those people that seem to don't care because you have a lot of privilege, because you're gonna be one of those people that can't relate just because you're like more well off than other people. So I feel like that's like possibly a blockage for you to be able to get this abundance, because you want this abundance, you want to be successful, but at the same time you feel like you're going to be less relatable for some reason, or you're going to be like greedy or something for wanting this. But it's in your subconscious. It's your desire. It's part of your desire. So what happened in the past is a Master of Cups, which is the King of Cups, abiding in love. I feel like in the past it's more comfortable in a way that you're in a comfort zone, and it feels like you're sheltered, and everything just seems to be going well, going fine. And I feel like right now in the present moment, it's like there's a shake up to this. It feels like you're in the comfort of home in this, and like with whatever this may represent for you. This could represent like your mom, or like someone that feels like home, and you're like at home. So I feel like when you're sheltered like that and you're comfortable, you don't really see, or you don't really focus so much on the outside or what's happening to other people. Your perspective is only like what you see and what you're currently experiencing right now. Current experiencing then in your life. And now this is like you seeing the truth, seeing more the environment, the outer world, and it's like coming as a shock to you. I feel like that's what happened in the past. So what is a possibility for you, what to look forward to in terms of love, especially this week? Queen of Swords in reverse, mapping the mind. In terms of career, we have here the Ten of Swords, leaving the story. Some of you might want to leave the career. I have a reading about changing jobs. I have a reading about that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to remember linking it down below, but I might just link the playlist down below about Life Changes series. So if ever you're thinking about changing your life in general, changing your career, moving out, moving places, or leaving a connection even, or a relationship, that's a reading for you, because I feel like some of you might want to like leave a job. Like, is this job really me? Is this job according to what I believe in? Does it feel authentic to me? So I feel like this is leaving the old behind. This is like wanting to start something new. And like, this is about working, right? So sometimes we may tend to like overwork ourselves. But what's worse than overworking yourself is overworking yourself on something that you don't really want to do. So that's what I'm getting for some of you. You're overworking yourself, but like that's kind of okay when you're doing something that you love. But when you're doing something that you don't love, that's like the worst. So you have here also the what to look forward to in love. I feel like the focus is not so much in love, but or you might not be ready for love at the moment. So I'm thinking if you're in a relationship, well, how this could be. Because for most of you, I feel like you're not, and you might be in a separation even with something like that. I feel like there's unrest here, unrest in your mind in terms of love also, whether it's about the person that you're connecting with, or if you're in a relationship, the person that you're with, like there's an unrest here. The unrest might be caused by difference in beliefs, differences in opinion. Like especially when you're starting to outgrow each other, that's when it becomes like a problem. If like you don't believe in the same thing, you don't have to believe in the same thing with everything, but you know what I mean, like you're not on the same level anymore. And also I feel like there's a problem or might be problems with communication at the moment. So whether you're in a relationship, in a connection or not, so lack of clarity there. So let's see what's the guidance for you to the angels of abundance for this week. You need to organize. Yes. To find more, especially to get more clarity, you need to reorganize yourself. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace. Sometimes all you have to do is just clean up the workspace or the living space, and you're gonna feel a lot better already. And your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps, and also organize your finances. As simple as like, it's a money management, like everything, like listing the bills and everything, and like the savings, how much you need to save in your savings and all that. Like for example, you have a business, it's organizing everything. And like for example, if you have a goal, you have a to-do list. I'm not the most organized person, so I just do like I try to do like a to-do list and think of what I want to do for the next day. Some of you can even like more organized than me can do it like for a to-do list for a week. But what works for me, find what works for you. Some even like for a whole month. What works for me is just like thinking about starting with my journal here, 5-minute journal with what I'm grateful for, and then listing 3 things that I can do that can move me closer to my goals. Like for example, for me, it's like planning what content will I produce and when will I produce it and all that. So that's the advice for you, to have more clear mind on this through these changes. And like when you start cleaning up and decluttering, it's like you're getting rid of the old energies. Items hold energies, so you're getting rid of the old, and it's just like a symbolic way of welcoming something new in your life. So that's your reading. If you need got more guidance, I can do like a soul path reading for you, but I also offer other readings, love readings also. So thank you so much for watching, and bye. Okay, so for people pick card number 2, this is your reading for the week June 8th of June 2020 to 14th of June. So whenever you find this video. So what to look forward to, how to navigate this week in term and what to look forward to in terms of love and career. I also want to look at the lessons, what you're learning through this week, like a really, really deep look. So tapping into your energy, current energy right now, let's see. What's your current energy right now? Oh, okay. We have here Wheel of Fortune card. So with that card there, that card talks about the connections. I feel the connections, cycles, but I'm getting like the karmic connections. Talk about karma and the connections you have with other people. How do you create karma? Through the connections. So that's why I'm getting like connections, lessons, like some major lessons in your life. But there's a lot of like movement forward with the readings or changes. So this is about moving forward to how you're gonna be able to move forward finally, because you have a choice. It's either if you don't do anything, if you don't take any actions, life will still go on. Life goes on, whether you like it or not. So if you don't do any actions, it will just feel like instead of moving forward in the wheel like that, it will feel like you're moving backwards. And it will feel like you need to relearn the same lessons over and over again. Maybe not through the same person, or through the same situation, but like through a different situation, different person, different people. So it's your choice whether you want to take action and move forward on a certain direction this time, or just let life pass by. Letting life pass by will feel like life is like controlling you instead of you being the one in control in your life. Being in control in your life is all about taking action, making decisions, and being accountable with your actions. That's being in control with your life. But I'm not talking about being in control as in everything that you want will happen, every single thing. I mean, if you think about that, really, if I think about that, I'm thinking about that right now, it will be boring. Like, if everything that you want, you'll get easily. I mean, you want to get everything that you want, but if just everything works out and everything you're in control with everything and everything that's happening is you like it at first, but soon you'll get tired of it. But you know that in life it doesn't really usually happen that way. There's this like you taking action, but then you're just hoping for the best. But what will ensure a positive outcome is to always just try your best. And what will ensure a positive what will ensure your positivity with whatever outcome happens is your attitude. How are you gonna face it? Because you have this wheel, as in, I'm getting like a wheel, as in you're in the front seat of your life, and you should be in the front seat in your life, controlling the wheel. So we have here where you're currently at in your soul's journey. We have here in this week 4 of Cups. I keep getting 4 of Cups. And I'm getting this energy of like, what do I do? These things are happening around the world, and like, what do I do? Like, sometimes I don't want to like do anything and not to care anymore, but I know I cannot stay like that forever. Like it just this feeling of like feeling in between. Like you're already one step. I feel like for most of you, you've already taken the first step, but your other feet is still on the past, on the old way of being. Like you're not fully, but you've already stepped on the new. If that makes sense. If you can imagine that. But you can always get help from divine. You don't need to control everything. I mean, you can, but like at the same time you can't, in a way. You can always get help from divine or from other people. So it's okay to accept that help. So what lessons are you learning? I feel like for some of you, it's not that you don't want to accept the help. It's just you're confused which one is genuine. Which one should I trust? You know, because like accepting help feels like to you, you're trusting another person. And you're being indebted to that person. The lessons that you're learning is the Empress in reverse. This is about taking the stand. This is about empowering yourself. This is about standing up for yourself, for your rights even, and for what you believe in. It's all about saying, this is my love, this is my life, this is my body, this is my life, and I'm in control. Obviously in a gentle way, not in an emperor-like way of like, you should all follow me, I'm in control, but like, I'm in control. Like that gentle but powerful but gentle. With the Empress here. So that's the lesson that you're still learning. Maybe it's about as simple as being more assertive. So let's see more clarifiers on this, clarifying this current energy that you have right now. So clarifying this current energy for you. I'm getting like with the rainbows here, it reminds me of the LGBTQ movement. You know how there's current issues with like, especially related to like trans women. I was just thinking about that because I'm a woman myself, and I'm born like I'm born this way, and all that, like, you know what I mean. But I was just thinking like, why some people are so like, why some women are so into like, oh, don't let those other people join this, join that. The trans woman, for example, the trans woman, like, they're not real women and all that because they don't menstruate and all that. So I was just thinking like, what do we have to lose as women if we honor the trans women as being women? Like, it doesn't take anything away from us, if that makes sense. Like, is my womanhood fragile that like, if I let the trans woman be recognized as woman, then I'm gonna be a less of a woman or something? Like, that's the part that I don't get. So that's just me and my own, again, view on this thing. So I don't know, let me know in the comments down below what you think, or you can enlighten me. But anyway, this serves as my platform at the same time anyway, and it might help you, it might make you think So that's my goal here is to make you reflect, like not to make you believe in my views, not to follow my own views, but to make you think. Whether you agree with me or you don't, to make you think, and you make you build or create your own views, your own beliefs. So let's see your current energy right now. We got the Wheel of Fortune again. Like I just got it from the middle of the deck. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So it's just, I feel, mirroring this. It just, to me, means like I've already said what I needed to say with this current card here, because you just got the Wheel of Fortune and the Wheel of Fortune here. Now, what's the challenge here? What's challenging you? We probably already discussed it with your current lessons here and about where you're currently at in your soul's journey. But let's see. What's challenging you? We have here the fighting. The fighting is challenging you. Maybe you're not very comfortable with the fighting, or fighting is in defending yourself or taking a stand. You might not be very comfortable with that because like you don't want to face people. You just want to be at peace in your own world. Like, just don't bother me. That's enough kind of energy in your own bubble. Like, sometimes you gotta take a stand. And I feel like you have to for with the current energy here with the Empress being in reverse to empower yourself. You don't always have to defend yourself, and you don't have to explain to everyone. You can always choose your battles, but there are times where you kind of just have to disrupt your peace and kind of fight with your beliefs here with the Five of Wands. But it's very, like, I feel like you might be a very peaceful person. Like, you don't like those kind of things. You don't like fighting. But what happens is that you'd rather not fight. And what happens is that you get abused by other people because you don't say anything. You just let them. So we don't want you to be like a doormat here. Now, we have here the Devil in reverse. Yeah, that's, I feel like I've explained that. That's when it becomes toxic, when you're not fighting at all, or you're not choosing your battles. There are times where you choose your battles, you don't fight, you don't say anything, but there are times where you have to do something. You have to say something. Okay, so what are you consciously working on at the moment? The Death card in reverse. What are you within your subconscious? We'll see that later. What's in the past? Possibilities in your love, possibilities in career. So, let's see. What you're consciously working on at the moment? Death in reverse. I feel like the changes has happened already. It has occurred already. And it's just you figuring out how to deal with the changes and adapt with the changes. That's what you're consciously working on. Like, you cannot change anything. It's happened already. The change already happened already. So at the same time, I'm also getting, for some of you, another message is that especially if that doesn't resonate, you don't see that the changes already has happened or has occurred. Like, you didn't notice that the change already happened or already occurred, and you're still trying to be stubborn and don't want to change. when the old way, your old way of your being doesn't work anymore with the new way, and you struggle because there's resistance there. So what's your deep desires within your subconscious? Your deep desires is to just be able to escape with the Eight of Cups here. Just leave everything behind, leave everyone behind, and probably like soul search or even start something new in your life. If that's what you want, what's really stopping you? I don't know what's stopping you. Maybe that's what you need to reflect on. What's stopping you from doing that? I understand what some of you may think, like you have responsibilities and all that. But this particular time is a special time right now because it allows us to do that, to start over again. And I feel like this certain time is very special and it might not come again for a very long time. So I feel like you should take that opportunity to start over again. And it's being allowed by this current time right now of like uncertainty and delays, and time to think and reflect of like what you really want to do. Now, what happened in the past for you? We have here the Six of Wands. It feels like the world is at the palm of your hands. You're getting a lot of recognition, people acknowledging you, and it feels like you're very successful, very victorious. But then you encounter this pause where you gotta reflect and gotta deal with like, is the life that you were living before, do you still want to continue it or change it? And now you have a chance to change it if you want to. Especially with the current change that already happened. But I feel like you were okay. It was okay before in the past. People seem to like you, and like you have a recognition and success. Like you're on top of the world, even for some of you. So let's see in the next few days, next few weeks, what's gonna happen in terms of your love. In terms of love and career. So in terms of love, we have the Justice in reverse. Okay. Right? Maybe some imbalance there. I'm getting some disruption in terms of stability. But whether you're in a relationship already or in a connection already, I'm just getting like whatever this disruption that will challenge the stability of your connection or relationship. If you're able to overcome this, it will only make you stronger. And your relationship and your connection stronger. If you're not able to overcome this, then it's not really meant to, maybe you're not really meant to last, or you had to go separate ways. So I feel like that also applies if you're in a connection, even though you're not in a relationship. If you're single though, because justice pertains to karma again. So I'm getting you gotta deal with some baggage before you're able to find new love again, if that's what you're wanting. You gotta deal with some baggage first. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta be in balance within yourself first and stable. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna repeat the same cycles again. And you gotta stand up for for yourself, for what you believe in, for what you deserve. Like you get you this is you saying enough is enough. This is what I deserve. This is how I deserve to be treated, and I'm gonna show it to you. Like you're gonna show to other people how you deserve to be treated by treating yourself that way, by treating yourself how you want to be treated. Like the amount of your respect that you will give to yourself, people will see that, and that's how people. You teach people how to respect you. If you how you respect yourself, you teach people how to respect you through you respecting yourself. So I feel like there's a self-respect here with it if for you that's like single. And then for career, let's see. Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is positive too. I'm not getting like the being inauthentic, deceptive, or dishonest in any way. I'm getting this is like when you have the sword here, like you have this sword in your putting the sword in the, like it's very symbolic. You're putting the sword to the soil. So as I was saying, this is about you putting starting to put your mark. So what I'm getting from that is that you need to show up and you need to be present in your career, and you like it doesn't work for you to be hidden anymore. Like for example, your talents and gifts to be hidden. It's time to show up. You need to show up. You need to be present. So there's an opportunity here that I'm getting that you need, and it's up to you if you want to do that, but that's what I'm getting. That's the guidance for you, is that you need to show up. It doesn't work anymore. Maybe you like working in the behind the scenes, but I feel like now it's like you empowering yourself, being confident within yourself, and having this breakthrough of like finally like showing up and like showing your talents, not being hidden anymore, metaphorically or literally. So what's the advice for you? Take a divinely guided change. This is divinely guided. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you are ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind that which is comfortable and familiar. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to talk about here. But no longer appropriate for you, you make room for new and more meaningful opportunities. Perfect. This card is perfect. Thank you, Divine, for helping me explain that. So, that's your reading. If you feel like you still need help, I do like coaching, or like you still need some encouragement, I do one-to-one. You can have like one-to-one session with me through my personal reading about where you're currently at in your soul's journey. I also do other readings, such as like love readings, and the booking link is down below, or you can email me. And yeah, that is your reading, and bye. Let me know in the comments down below how this resonated for you, and if this really is helping you, if you want me to do more of this kind of readings. So yeah, bye. So hi guys, for the people who pick card number 3, deck number 3, this is your reading. So how to navigate this week for the week of 8th of June 2020 to 14th of June. So let's start with your current energy right now with this deck here. If this card resonates, then this reading is for you. Okay. I'm also getting the lightning card here, which to me is like a tower moment. I feel like this is universal anyway. This is every one of us have been affected by this tower moment, but by this divinely guided change, and we're going through some changes right now. It's happening, and I feel like for most of us it's already happened actually. So with your current energy right now, you're trying to be hopeful. You're trying to be hopeful, have hope with what's currently happening right now. You're trying to heal. You're trying to be mindful and trying to be more gentle with yourself. For some of you, might even be meditating or reflecting. So, and I feel like you're becoming more conscious of your impact or your own mark in this world, your impact, and what you're contributing to the world. And I feel like for most of you, you're connecting more with your purpose. So if you still need more guidance with that, you can always book a personal reading with me. You can watch my pick a card about talents and purpose, what you can do to help. My recent pick a card, I might just link it down below. I'll write it now so I won't forget it. And I also have this playlist about life changes playlist. So I did some readings before about if you're thinking about moving out, if you're thinking about leaving a relationship, starting something new and making this change in your life, or what else about changes as in like changing jobs. So I just feel like that would be helpful. In the comments down below or in my description box, I'll link it on both. So let's see where you're currently at in your soul's journey. Okay, I got 2 cards here. We've got the 6 of Cups. I feel like you're still feeling nostalgic about the memories of the past here, and I feel like it's beautiful memories. Still feeling nostalgic about that. And there's this feeling of like feeling afraid in a way to be more vulnerable or maybe put yourself out there. But I feel like you're getting help anyway, and you're getting the support that you need. And I feel like you have an encouraging, you have like this, I don't know if it's like divine helpers or like people around you that's very supportive of you. So that's great. And I feel like this fear is very understandable. Even though you have this fear, I feel like you're still trying your best anyway, so that's good. So at least you're doing something. Let's see, even though you've already been through a lot. Let's see. Like this just makes me imagine like see like the main character in the movie, like they've already been through a lot. They've got like scrapes and like they've injured themselves already and all that, like especially like in an action movie, but they still are not giving up. So that's the energy I'm getting from you. You're not giving up. So what's the lesson that you're currently learning right now? We have here the 7 of Wands in reverse. So, Seven of Wands is about the taking action. It's about the fighting. I feel like you're always like taking action, and not only for the benefits of you, but like for the benefits of many, and you're wanting to use that privilege. But I feel like you also need to learn when to rest and when to not overwork yourself. Okay, because it can be damaging to your physical body, not only physical but like mind, body, and soul, really, in your emotional energy, emotional body. So, learning when to rest, I'm getting here. Learning when to slow down. Choosing your battles, again, I keep getting that throughout the readings. Because sometimes it doesn't matter who wins or who doesn't win, as long as the message can be you're able to express your beliefs or the message. Because I'm getting here that you might constantly encounter people that have an opposing beliefs, and you might disagree with people, and that's okay. Like, in your perspective, it's like I'm getting here 6 and a 9, because I got a 6 here and I got a 9. So just like, it's like imagining you're sitting at a table and you're across someone, and in your perspective you see a 6, but the person that you're talking to, they see a 9 from their perspective. So it doesn't mean that you're right and they're wrong, but at the same time it doesn't also mean that they're right and you're wrong. Yeah, did I say it properly? But yeah, you know what I mean. So no one's really right, no one's really wrong here. With, like, for example, if that's your truth and that's their truth, like, how can you like disagree and like disapprove of the other people's truth? Okay, so let's see here. More cards clarifying this, your current energy right now. Current energy right now. 5 of Wands. Now here we get to the 5 of Wands here in reverse. A lot of wands here, a lot of passion, a lot of fire energy. So now we got the fire here. Five of Wands in reverse. This is about the energy of trying to find a something in common with people. Because even though you disagree with a lot of people, you disagree with certain people, there has to be something that is in common between you and them. Like finding that thing that you have in common and just connecting with people still, even though you have some differences and you believe in different things. That's what I'm getting here. So what's the challenge here for you? What's the challenge here? What's challenging you? Oh, we got the card 6 again. 6 of Pentacles this time. Oh, how much do you give and when do you stop giving is the challenge here. How much do you give and when do you stop giving? Because you also got to give to yourself. Because if you don't, you're not going to be able to have enough energy to be able to do the things that you want to do and to help and give back. You won't have enough within you. If you don't have enough within you, enough finances or enough love within yourself, how you're going to be able to spread love, spread give money to others. So investing in yourself is important too. Let's see what you're consciously working on at the moment, because this card here is very Aquarius. Aquarius is all about that. I feel like there's this energy with you relating to humanitarianism. So the challenge here is just like, take care of yourself too, as much as you're taking care of other people. And I feel like you're starting to learn that. I'm just here to remind you of that. So what you're consciously working on right now is the Four of Pentacles. Being stable throughout the changes that's been happening. You wanting to stay stable, to stay balanced throughout the changes that are happening in your life. So what's your desires, your deepest desires, what's within your subconscious? We have the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're very connected with your subconscious here, which is good. And your deepest desire is related to, again, one's energy. So it's related to like attaining your goals. The Queen of Wands energy is about striving for something. It's about, because she's a go-getter. So if she cannot find a way, she'll make a way to accomplish something. So that's like the energy here. That's the subconscious desire here, to make things happen. And you connecting with your true power here, and your self-esteem, and empowering yourself is a deep desire here. Growth. Also, this could be related to spiritual growth as well. Like, you already know that within you. Let's see the past, and also what to look forward to with the coming weeks or coming days in terms of love and career. So in the past, what has happened in the past that has led to this present moment? We have here the Moon. In the past, there was a lot of unknown. So in the past, you don't really know, or you were unaware, or you weren't awakened. But you know that there has to be something more. So you went to, deliberately or not deliberately, search for answers. You're probably very intuitive. It's probably very intuitive. You probably read cards like me too, or you can. Let's see what to look forward to in love. What to look forward to in terms of career. In love, we got the Lovers. Okay. So I'm hearing something's coming back, or someone's coming back. Even. You need to revisit a past relationship or a past situation with someone, or you need to face someone again. Could be or rekindling for some. For some, it's unfinished business. So watch out for that. If you're already in a relationship, deepening the trust and deepening the bond. I'm getting a specific message that if you're in a relationship already, someone might want to get into the picture, like maybe a third party wanting to. I feel like some people doesn't have good intentions and wanting to, like, they see you and your person happy, and they want to still that they want to not make you happy by, like, you know, some people do that. Some people do that because when they, it's like they're throwing stones at something that they see, that they see beautiful. Like, for example, if they're very miserable in their life, it's not fair for them if they see people being happy in their life, in their relationship, so they try to ruin that. Yeah, I'm just getting that energy, a specific message. Don't worry, not all of you will encounter that, okay? That's a specific message for someone, for some people out there. But it's all about deepening the trust. So you, as long as you trust your person, that's what's important. You trust each other. And in terms of career, we have here the Three of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're having a reunion with like workmates, wanting to have this good old days. I feel like there's this wanting to have to go back to the past, but at the moment maybe it's not very possible right now to fully go back to the past. Maybe you're more cautious now, but I feel like this is just meeting again. Even like literally like drinking, going out. But I'm also getting for some chill, this being chill is over. Maybe for some of you, you're coming out of working from home, so this being chill is over. It's time to get to work now and be serious. So what's the guidance for you? The overall guidance for you is release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that money should be your problem because, oh, now I see. Because I have here the Six of Pentacles, like you're very giving person already, maybe very giving with your energy, and maybe you wanting to help more by like donating, but you're thinking about your own stability too. Like, now I see with this, like this could also pertain about luck mentality. Like you want some changes, but at the same time you still want to be balanced and stable, and you're worried about, you know, losing this money. Like, you see how this person is like holding on so much to that coins there. So that is your reading. Let me know how this resonated for you. I'm not expecting every single message to resonate, but I hope it helps you. If you are interested in or still need some coaching, you could book a personal reading with me. If you need some encouragement, you can have one-to-one session with me about where you're currently at in your soul's journey. And also I also do some love readings too, so you can book through the booking link or you can email me. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.